All right, I am about to take a journey here. I'm about to drive an hour and a half to meet up with one of my best friends from high school. We used to film pranks together. Really fucking funny guy. Dude, I fucking love the guy to death, bro. What can I say? And let me see, where am I going here? I think this is best. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Just like, it's been fun. Like yesterday I helped out a really good friend of mine creatively. We hopped on like on a 2.5 hour phone call, and not phone call, Zoom, and just like work through some creative shit together, man. Like helping them tell their stories better. And then today, yeah, we're gonna be doing some filming, and not so much about like, you know, telling stories together, but like bringing it to film. So we'll see. You know, I love creating, dude. This is where my life is at right now. It's just full creation mode. And this morning I was thinking about relationships, you know, a romantic partner. I don't think I'm in the space to even invite in a romantic partner. You know, my body responds strongly towards, you know, women, like, you know, in terms of like attraction, and like I want to have sex with women, and I want to cuddle with them, and I want to be with them. However, I don't have the space and energy in my life to really invite them in. I'm writing 2 books right now. I'm about to go down to fucking Pasadena to hang out with my friend. We're gonna do some filming. You know, I'm about to get like 110 books, and I'm gonna be going down to Hollywood a couple times a week to pass out free books. And I'm uploading every day on YouTube. Like, bro, I don't have the space and the capacity to really be able to give my like energy into a relationship, because here's what I think. I realize like women don't really care so much about like what you do or like your occupation or anything like that. I feel like they care a lot more about how you make them feel emotionally, way more than the logical stuff that like we work towards, like our career and all that kind of jazz. I think as women get older, I think that stuff becomes more important. But I think what women really just want is like an emotional like safety net or something like that. I could be wrong, bro. Like, look, I don't fucking know. But I think about the hangout I had with a female friend of mine recently, and there was always like some kind of like attraction between us, and there's always like that question of like, oh, like, are we going to, you know, and like that question was in the back of our heads during our last hangout as well. But they're just little things, bro. Like, I want a girl who is a companion and a partner for what is like really important for me. And I feel like women want me to like invest a lot more time and energy into them. I don't fucking know, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing right here, this figuring out shit in my head, this is time and creative space that could be used towards something that is more important to me, which is my creativity. This is where I'm at in my life right now, man. Like, I'm in springtime in my life. I'm planting seeds, bro. Writing 2 books is so fucking like fun and demanding. Writing, like, you know, posting these YouTube videos. Fucking, you know, it takes fucking time, bro. But I love it, bro. I fucking love it. And I am not willing to place anybody above that right now. At all. Unless we're creating together, we don't really got nothing else to create, bro. I ain't trying to create a relationship. I'm trying to create some shit that can really fucking make an impact in motherfuckers' lives, bro. My life and the lives of others. To me, that's a problem that is more worth like solving than let's go have some fun, let's spend some time together. I just can't give, I don't have the space for it. As much as I would like to, and as much as women turn me on and they're so beautiful, they're so fucking sexy, and the skin looks so soft and their hair looks so soft, and they're just so fucking beautiful, bro. That's not where I'm at right now. So anyway, I got like an hour and a half drive. I got Britney Spears' book on Audible, so I'm gonna give that a listen.
Really?
Well, knocking on doors isn't fun, bro.
Because like no one wants you there?
Exactly. Ah, look at that. I'm so glad you keep a copy of the book.
Oh yeah, you're gonna...
Just for people, whoever comes in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I know, dude. I freaking pitch him the book, dude.
You pitch it to them?
Yeah, just back people around like Ubers and pitch them the book. Holy shit.
Wow, dude. I'm so grateful
Look at
for...
this back out, dude. Every day I have to do this shit.
Oh, yeah?
It's a fucking... It's like a video game right here. There we go.
Wow.
That's a nice camera, dude.
It's such
It's
a
like
nice
really
camera.
good quality on YouTube. Like, how do you do that?
Bro, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
It's so small and compact, but like the
The
quality.
quality is really good.
It makes it so easy to fucking just film.
Do you film in like 4K or like just...
I just filmed 1080p because 4K is like fucking
Gonna be so much.
yeah like the fucking storage.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's dope that you film every day, dude. You post every day, that's crazy.
Yeah, every day, bro. I don't miss a day, dog.
Copyrighted music.
Yeah, I don't want to get fucking.
I want to listen to this shit.
Was this fucking Lana Del Rey?
Dude, well, play some freaking non-copyrighted music.
Oh yeah, play some like royalty-free music. Let's go on YouTube. It's like go to fucking bensound.com.
Dude, I don't drive in silence. I need to drive with some bangers on, bro.
Shut up, bro. You don't drive in silence.
Drive with some fucking bangers, man.
Okay.
Either I'm playing that song that's on right now, or you put on some music.
What the fuck? What an ultimatum. Like, alright, I never felt so much pressure to play music in my life.
Like, come on, like, how much are they gonna demonetize you? Do they take you down, or do they like just?
I think they flagged like the video. I think you only get like a couple strikes on YouTube before like you can't post on YouTube.
Shut the.
Well, with the account.
Is that serious now, huh?
I think so. I mean, I don't even want to risk it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I know they changed that back, because like back in the day, you can post whatever you want on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
But now, But now, yeah, you really can, huh? Like, you can't put any copyrighted music.
None, dude. They got that algorithm fucking down pat, bro.
if they just see it, huh? Like the AI just scans it and shit.
Yep.
So what's the one thing you learned about YouTube while posting so much that not many people know?
That's a good question, man.
Is there like a... Because YouTube's different than how it was back in the day. Because remember when back in the day when we were posting, like, the only way that you can get followed... Cause there was no For You page.
Yeah, uh-huh.
There was no,
Right.
like, recommended. Or, like, there was a recommended bar, but, like, it was very, like, specific to, like, big creators and stuff. So, like,
yeah.
for smaller creators, there wasn't, like, a good way to get recognized on YouTube. It was so hard. You had to, like, really just tell people about your channel and shit. Remember that? But have they changed it?
You know what, man? I think, like, it's interesting. They do show my videos to people who, like, aren't subscribed to me and aren't in my ecosystem. But, like, I get, like, you know, sometimes I'll get, like, 30 views, 60 views. But, like, the cool thing is just as I mentioned, like, YouTube will actually push it out to people who, like, so it's just up to me for, like, the title and all that kind of stuff. But I also feel like people usually only click on, like, videos that, I don't say only, but tend to click on videos that have a higher view count. So, like, I have to make sure that, like, my title and my thumbnail is, like, really on point.
Yeah, your thumbnails are pretty good. Pretty, yeah.
I appreciate you. And you know what? I think it is,
because that's the biggest thing, right? Like, the thumbnail is, like, huge now.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, like,
it's
you
so
need,
massive.
like, I was reading something, like, you need to plan the thumbnail even before, like, you have to plan the video, because the thumbnail is, like, what people click on.
I can see that.
Shit. But, yeah, so your thumbnails are pretty good.
Oh, thank you, man. And you know what? That's so true, because I tested it. Like, the video I posted 2 days ago, like, so usually I average, sometimes I get, like, 10 views, or, like, I'll get, like, 58 views or whatever. I don't know. It ranges. But the other day, I posted a video that had no thumbnail. I just raw dog that one, you know, just like you know how it gives you, like, 3 options? I just chose the middle one, right? And 3 views that video has. It's just 3 with no custom thumbnail. So yeah, it's very true. I will say this, I think what makes, like, because I got another subscriber too, so I'm at 95. This is the most subscribers I've ever had. I've never, even when I was doing Greg Biscuit, like, I never broke 100 of, like, I think Greg Biscuit's, like, at 70 or something. And I don't put any call to actions in my videos except to get the Real Nigga Bible for free, realniggabible.com. That's like the only plug I do in my videos, but it's completely free. Like, I think a lot of people these days, like, have, like, and I think it's fine, you know, people have their business through YouTube. So in the beginning, they'll have, like, a promo, or they'll have ads throughout. But I think there's, like, all, like, and sometimes, like, people have, like, agendas in terms of, like, just, like, their call to actions. But I think what people really appreciate, like my subscribers, is, like, my shit is just so real. It's so honest. I talk about, like, as I mentioned to you, like, the shit I was telling you about my older sister, like, I talk about that on my YouTube. And I just keep it real. And for me, like, the way I look at YouTube as well is, I think I relate it to jiu-jitsu. Like, with jiu-jitsu, it takes fucking forever to get good at jiu-jitsu. Like, I've been training jiu-jitsu for 1.5 years, and although I can, like, just kick someone's ass who isn't trained, like, whatsoever, I still, like, suck a lot at jiu-jitsu. And it took so much practice, dude. I got, like, fucking strangled and choked, like, for, like, 6 months before I ever, like, got somebody else, before I ever made anybody else tap. Like, think about going to training 3 times a week for 6 months and just being like, fuck. So I look at it in terms of that. Things that are worthwhile are going to take time, and it all builds on top of each other. And before you know it, you're like, oh shit, like, I'm actually doing pretty well, like, when you compare your progress to where you were months ago.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like pretty much just working out too, just consistency. You know, you're not gonna get a body overnight, but basically, if you just treat, like, video making or content creation as, like, working out, doing a rep a day, then over time you're gonna get, like, really good at it. You're gonna see the results.
Exactly. Like, I'm sure you as a point guard, you know, you put in a lot of work when you were even a child, you know.
Dude, turn the ball over and shit.
Yep, exactly. That pressure, bro.
Getting yelled at by Sexyama.
Getting yelled at. I remember those days, man. I remember him be like, Justin! The finger sometimes. Oh, dude. This episode is not sponsored by Panera Bread, but we're here at Panera Bread to get some work done. Do you get anything or you just use their Wi-Fi?
I get coffee and shit. You want coffee?
Okay. Coffee? Maybe.
Maybe.
I like decaf coffee, but sometimes I have to be in the mood for it. Yeah, he doesn't even know it. He's been paying for it for like years. I never.
Like the whole Creative Cloud thing?
Yeah, yeah. The whole Creative Cloud I have, but I haven't paid for it like in like 8 years.
How good's your editing now? Is it good?
Yeah, it's great, but I don't spend any time really editing. I just string, because I hate editing with a passion. So I just string videos together, like okay, and then I'll just render it.
Or it's kind of like,
Yeah. Unless like I name drop somebody that I'm like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have like name dropped that person. I'll go in and I'll edit, and it's such a fucking bitch. I fucking hate it, but I'll do it.
Or that's why you can't name drop people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thank you for the panda. Thank you for the
oh
coffee.
no, yeah, of
That
course.
is so kind of you. I'm so happy to be here.
I know, dude. Pasadena's lit, dude. We'll learn.
Yeah.
We'll explore Pasadena more, bro.
There's a lot of There's a lot of white women out here. All right.
Dude, you should work out with me.
Okay.
At Barry's.
Berries.
Yeah, take a fitness class. So it's like an hour long.
Okay. Today?
A lot of white chicks, dude.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't mean to be that excited about that. Wait, so what kind of workout class is it?
It's like a hit. So it's like
Oh, fuck yeah.
so it's like 50 minutes long,
That makes
25
sense.
minutes on tread. So you can run on the tread, which you can pretty much do, and then 25 minutes on the floor, which is like weight.
Fuck yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, white women do love hit. That's a big one. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, come.
Okay. Do I get like a free class or is it drop-in
Yeah.
class?
Yeah.
Oh, we can do this today? I mean, I have the clothes for it. But if not, I mean, we don't have to like work out, you know?
Here you go, dude. This is Pasadena, my friend. You'll probably like her, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like her already. She's hot.
Okay, well, like she's like the workout person, right?
Okay.
And then at 110 on Saturdays, they have a free bring a friend on us, so I can bring you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, well, that's in 20 minutes. We're not.
No. That's on Saturday.
Oh, what's today?
But
Monday?
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. I lost my track of days, bro.
But Saturday, I'm out of town. So it has to be like
Okay.
So it has to be like the 18th or something. Right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe, yeah, possibly. It's possible.
Or next time you come, we'll do a workout.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I just love white women, bro. But you know what, dude? I don't think I'm in a position for like a relationship at all, though. I'm writing fucking 2 books. I'm fucking posting on YouTube every day.
Yeah.
We're doing this. I like where I'm at in my life right now because I feel like life has different seasons. You know, like winter where nothing's fucking working out for you. Then there's spring where like you're planting seeds. That's like where I'm at. And then like summer, you start to like grow your crop, but then like there's like fucking animals that try to go in there and you have to fucking eliminate that
Right
shit.
now, you don't want to like distract yourself with like a big shit, right?
There you go.
Because that's gonna take your attention away from the stuff you want to do.
There
For
you
sure.
go.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I agree with that.
Thank you, bro. So
But yeah.
I'm so glad you said that because that was just an inkling that I had.
Really?
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's gonna distract you a lot, you know, and then it's gonna like make you lose like your desire to want to continue, or like, you know, it might distract you where you don't post every day because you're hanging out with something, right? Or it kind of like interrupts your flow. So
Okay.
probably best
Fuck
to
yeah.
wait until like, you know, you're gaining success and you're like on that path, and then you can probably start that. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Dude.
agree with your seasons. You know, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right now, you know, you want to grind, right? So you don't want to
100%.
spread yourself too thin.
Dude, I'm so glad you fucking said that.
Yeah.
Because it's so true. That was just an inkling that I had inside. I actually filmed myself talking on the freeway on the way here, saying that like I don't feel like I'm in the position in my life where I'm calling in a relationship, but that doesn't mean I can't still enjoy some white ass in the meantime.
Exactly. Okay. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, you can have your fun, but it's not like a dedicated chick that's gonna mess you up a little bit.
1,000%. All right.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for taking this time
Oh no.
and let's collaborate. Let's
No,
figure
yeah.
this out, man. Thank you.
Because we used to make videos in the past, so that's kind of what I've been neglecting a lot. Is like my creative side, or like doing something like creative and fun. You know, because like work, it's like it's a grind, but like you have to do what you have to do. But at the same time, you want to like do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Which is like
1,000%.
make people laugh, have fun. Make it a living somehow where you can have fun, make people laugh, enjoy what you do.
Yeah. 1,000%.
So I really like kind of like your mindset, because that's kind of what everyone wants to strive for, right? But of course, not everyone has like the guts to do it. So I think having you there to help that consistency will definitely be good.
Okay.
And of course, like your personality is like very fun, right? Because
Uh-huh.
like you're already outgoing, have like you know comedy, right? So it'll be a good collaboration where we can work together again.
Yeah, we have similar humor. I really feel that I got my humor from you.
Yeah, no, I feel like we all get. Yeah, I feel like our group has like a very similar like type of humor.
Yeah, like I feel like that humor like really imprinted on me.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
Yeah.
And then shows, of course, like the shows you watch.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I know you're focusing on YouTube, and then you can continue to do that. But I'm thinking more like the short form content.
Okay.
So like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and like Instagram Reels, because I think that's like a good way to like.
Oh, for sure.
Because the algorithms are like so crazy where you can put a video out and then it'll actually be seen by a lot of people. I saw that you have a TikTok though, so how come you
Yeah,
stop that?
yeah. Well, it's a lot to manage in terms of like YouTube writing. It's so much.
Okay.
But I do.
I can help you with that too. I mean, like we can kind of go.
Yeah,
So
and
I'll
then-
focus on TikToks and stuff, and you can focus on like the long form stuff.
100%, and I'm happy to take the videos that we create together and put it on my channels as well.
Yeah, I
I
know,
think
yeah.
it's like smart to put it.
No, yeah, just to kind of market it everywhere.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so I think I want to focus a lot on that because the algorithm makes it actually good for like small creators.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
Yeah, so like
Without a doubt.
Yeah. It's because you had like 1,000 followers on that shit, right?
On what?
On your TikTok, or like you had a lot.
On my
100?
Instagram, I have like thousands, but
Yeah.
I don't think that on TikTok I do.
Oh,
Are you talking about the TikTok account, My Uncle Great?
Greg Santos, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's the one where you're like speaking. It's more like mindset stuff.
Okay.
I don't
Uh-huh.
know if that's,
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Cause dude, I had one video that fucking like went viral, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
That's
had
the
like.
crazy part that could happen when like that's all you wanted back in the day on YouTube. If it went viral, like that's it. Right?
That was
But,
it.
like now, it's like it's easier to be viral because like the algorithm can just push out that content.
Oh,
It's a really
yeah.
good video. But
It can
now-
happen just at any point too.
Yeah. But now like being viral is not as like crazy anymore because like you have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
You can't just have one viral and just like
Right. Yeah.
finish it
That's.
off. But you have to like keep making
It's the consistency.
like good content and funny content.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was doing research for TikTok, so I think the best type of videos, or do you go on like reels and talk a lot?
Every now and then, but not
Okay.
too often.
Yeah. So like the best type of video, or like for comedy, right? For TikToks, the popular ones are like skits, or not necessarily skits, but like character making, like making a character.
Okay, I
Like
see.
he'll be like your broke boyfriend or your rich, like your rich friend, right? And then like you're just kind of impersonating a character and
Okay.
parodying a character. So
Like RDC World, how Mark, or the main guy, he pretends like he's LeBron. Is that like kind of like the
yeah, well, like,
Direction.
yeah, like I'll send you like the TikToks I have in mind that we can make.
Okay.
And also just random videos too. So like right now, since we don't know exactly what we want to do, we can just make a whole bunch of different comedic videos and see like which one sticks.
Okay. And like which ones we enjoy,
Yeah,
right?
like which one like is their strengths, which one is like, you know, yeah, the ones that are easy. Like first off, too, it has to be like easy to make.
Oh yeah.
We'll be filming mainly in our house or like my place, so it'll have to be in that setting. We can like go out here and there too, but we'll start with like easy to make sketches and kind of build upon that.
Okay.
So I was thinking about making like a doc for us to like collaborate on like some ideas. Because, you know, you have. Are you more of like an improv guy, or like do you like to like think out and like have like a script planned out?
I like having like 1 second. I like having a general idea. I like having like bullet points, like okay, where are we going?
Okay.
Like you're familiar with Curb Your Enthusiasm, right?
Yeah. Is that like an improv show? Well, I know that show. But...
Yeah. So what I've heard about that show is that Larry David, he has like a premise that he wants to do, and then like, but like all of like the dialogue and all that kind of stuff is like improvised, but like they have like a general storyline.
Okay.
So I like that idea.
Yeah, so like script.
What about you? What do you like?
Yeah, I like improv. I mean, I like the scripts. So I like to think out the videos and like think
Okay.
what works. But like, you know, when you film it, you could think of like something funny or something, or just add that, so we can kind of improvise that. But I like to like write out, or like to have a general idea in terms of like what the dialogue is. Yeah, because I feel like
That's good, man. That's how it was with like me and my former business partner. She was a lot more thorough, and like we need to have everything kind of mapped out, and I was like more the improvise. But I think both need each other, you know.
yeah, for sure. Make video scripts. So I mean, like I'll try to write ideas, and then we can collaborate on, and I'll send that to you, and then see like okay, like we'll film this for this week, or like the next 2 weeks, so that we can have like a bunch of videos that we just have in our storage.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Sounds good. Okay.
but
What really excites you, like right off the top of, like right off of the bat?
what really excites me,
Yeah.
I think just making, you know, a video that would make other people laugh. So just I think just knowing that like something is like well accepted or like, you know, well regarded as like a funny video. So just kind of striving to like make that type of video.
Okay, for sure.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
You're good at that too, in
I mean,
terms
I
of
think-
like, just you're like you're you're so silly, bro. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah, so I mean, so we'll start off with that, right? So I think that'll be like the first phase, is just like making a bunch and just like kind of practicing in terms of like how we can make the videos, or like, and like you said, like for video making in general and content creation, it's all about just getting better, right?
Yeah.
So like our first videos aren't gonna be like the best, right? But
1000%.
over time, right, as if we just keep doing it and we improve, or like we take criticism from like, you know, the commenters or whatever, and we improve it, then we could ultimately like
1000%.
make it better, and then make it better and make it better and make it better. So, you know, there's no like end to it. It's just making the best videos that we possibly could, but always improving on the content we're making. So I think that's gonna be a fun journey too.
Yeah.
Like just seeing yourself improve in that.
There's a great story I read in a book one time. It was like, it's a photography class where this professor took half the students and they told them, I want you to like take the best photo that you can possibly take. And then the other half of the class, they were tasked to taking as many photos as possible.
Yeah.
And at the end of the semester, what they found is the people who took a lot more photos produced way better photos than the people who were tasked to create just one. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
it was that action. Yeah,
Yeah, right,
100%.
just working on it. Yeah, because it's just like daily actions, like, you know, basketball or anything we're good at, right? Like we have to do it every day. Like that's why we practice every day. Like back in the day when we used to play basketball, it's because, you know, you don't get good unless you
Right.
like work on your craft. You can't just expect to like make varsity by just, you know, playing basketball once a week or something, right? Growing up. So even for that, we can't expect to like see results if we're not putting in, you know, the work behind the scenes.
1,000%.
So I think the only thing that's hard is like, you know, the distance, but
Yeah.
either, you know, we can find a way to like meet like once a week or once every other week, and then when we meet, we can just like pound out these videos throughout the whole day. So like
Yeah.
we can have like a whole day plan where we can just pound it out and make sure like, you know, we get all the stuff needed. But throughout the week, we can be in communication to like
Yeah.
hone the craft. So right when we start or right when we meet with each other, then we'll know exactly what we need to film, so we can be efficient in that way.
For sure. And then, so like, it's easy for me to come out here as well, like at least maybe, because I'm gonna be out like in this general area, like Hollywood, I guess, like 1 to 3 times a week, because of that comedy show.
Oh yeah. Oh, you do go a lot?
Well, I haven't been going because I ran out of books and I've been broke.
Yeah.
But I'm getting I ordered 110 books on like last week, so I should be getting my books this week.
Yeah.
So I'll have a lot of books to be able to pass out to people once.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So next week I'm gonna be going back to the show.
Yeah, we can do that, and then days where like I'm free at night, we can film, and then like we can have like a fun time to hang out after like going to a comedy show or something. That'll be fun. So to make it like a day for us, you know, so that'll be fun. Yeah, so I think that's the first phase that we can work on, just making video scripts and like improving on each video. But now you're okay with like any types of videos you make, so like POV videos.
Yeah. What would that look
character
like?
Videos, like POV.
Because I've seen POV in porn, but like I don't know POV comedy. Like, is it like you can
Well,
see
it's
my
just like a
hands?
character. So like it's like, for example, like you'll be like, what's a character that we can make up? The jealous boyfriend, right?
Okay.
So like the POV would be like me filming you, and you're like the jealous boyfriend character.
Okay.
So like you just say stuff that like a jealous boyfriend would say to like his girl.
Can you
and
show
then
me an
just keep
example?
going. I don't. Let me see a good POV one.
Okay. Because again, when I think of POV, I my picture is me looking down at some guy fucking a white chick doggy style. Like, when it's hard to relate that to jealous boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, I thought I was gay for like 2 weeks last month, and I was like texting my friends like, dude, I'm coming out of the closet, bro. Like, I like guys. But you know what, man? I don't think I do. Because the way that my body reacts when I see a beautiful woman is not the way that it reacts like when I see like a good-looking dude. When I see a good-looking dude, I'm like, that's a good-looking dude. And sometimes I feel like, wow, that's, you know, like sometimes I get a little excited in my body, but I'm never like, I'm trying to see what's up with that nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like this one, right? POV,
Okay.
your broke boyfriend around Christmas time.
Gotcha. Okay, so okay.
So he's just acting like the broke boyfriend, and it's like scenes of him.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're the POV, and it's like through your lens.
Yeah. So that you're
And I'm the character.
Yeah,
Okay.
or like, well, yeah, and then we'll switch and stuff. So like that'll be. So like we had to make like a fun character and like scenes. So, like both boyfriends around Christmas. Like this guy's pretty much just acting like, you know, he wants his girl to buy him a gift or something. So like he's
Okay.
just saying that type of stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Kinda like
Okay,
that. But
that's
there's like
fun.
a whole different type of POVs.
That's fun. Yeah, I can think of some fun characters.
Yeah, yeah, just like, any like fun character, or like just people that you come across like every day, like POV, like the
How would
dumbass
this-
manager or something, or like
or
things
how-
that you've experienced a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a manager that sucks, or like a person who's like humble bragging, or like a person who's like, yeah, just like,
Or like someone who I know who's like an interesting character, and like imagining them in an interesting situation.
yeah, exactly. Like, you know, for example, like a friend who's like very, or who has like an interesting personality, you can just like kind of exaggerate that a bit,
Okay.
and like kind of make it more fun. Like, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, so that,
Hell yeah.
I was thinking like podcast parody stuff. So you know how podcast is like a big thing now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, so
Podcast
like just,
parody. That sounds fun.
So just like parodying kind of like either any type of like I'll kind of think more into it, like, but we'll just like be on a podcast and we'll just so it'll be like filmed in that way where it's very easy. Like we're just sitting down and we
Yeah.
can kind of make fun of like certain podcasts or like certain type of people who make podcasts or something like that. Yeah, we can do
That sounds fun. Okay.
Yeah, so there's like a whole bunch of ideas that we can work on, and just like random daily. So like the thing about like TikTok and Instagram too is like there's a lot of redos on videos that like, people inspire from or get inspiration from each other.
Uh-huh.
So we can like find a popular video and then kind of like put our own spin to it, and that'll work too as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we know that ideal works. Now we just put our own spin on it.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's exactly like how TikTok and Instagram Reels, like that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
So like they always kind of build upon each other.
It's
and
like
that's
a
what creators
cultural
do.
kind of thing, yeah.
So like it's not like
It's like an
stealing the
inside
shit.
joke in a sense.
Yeah, as long as
right?
you don't like steal the whole idea like word for word, like it's,
Right.
you know, you're just kind of doing that. So we can definitely find like popular videos and then make them. So yeah, I think you know, next time we meet, I'll just within the next week, I'll just write a bunch of shit and then I'll put it on a doc so you can see it. You know, I want to make them kind of like 30 seconds or so.
Okay.
But we'll see how they go because some could be longer or not. And then, yeah.
Okay. I think what you have here, I think we can just start brainstorming some ideas. So you put down like, so you mentioned Jella's boyfriend. Just start putting a bunch of different things, and then we can like flesh things out.
Yeah.
And like say like, okay, I like this idea. We can work this through or whatever it is. So let me think of like also I'm trying to think of like some funny shit that I would find hilarious.
I think, yeah, I mean, like, whenever you're just going throughout the day and you find something, like, funny or think of something funny, just write it down. 'Cause, you know, there's a lot of funny shit that happens or, like, ideas that pop up throughout the day, so that'll make us laugh. But I think, you know, for, like, in terms of, like, making funny videos, the main thing we need to do is just like building character ones or like having ourselves or like kind of showcasing ourselves in that way, because that's when we can kind of like sell ourselves more to like in the future, you know, just thinking long term, right?
Yeah.
Like the best type of content creators are the ones that like connect with the audience.
Yeah.
So we'll have to like mix that too in as well, like do comedy videos and like skits, but also find a way where we can be like personal or like, you know, talk to
1000%.
the audience too, because that's how people get like their sponsorships. So that's how people can like, you know, make a living off that. An example, yeah. So
I'm curious, like, is there? So I read this really great book called The Creative Act. You know Rick Rubin?
nope.
So Rick Rubin's like the GOAT when it comes to like music producing. He helped produce music for like Jay-Z, Adele, Metallica, System of a Down, Aerosmith, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Pharrell. Like, this guy's like the fucking GOAT. And he created a book called The Creative Act, which is all about creativity. And he wanted it to be like the Tao of creativity, where people can read it in like 2,000 years, you know, and still have tremendous application. And it's such a fucking phenomenal book. And it's like my Bible, bro. Like, that book changed the way I've experienced the world, because so much made sense to me. He put words to experiences that I have that I never was able to put words to myself, but I've always felt. And one thing that Rick talked about that helped me out a lot is when we create, the audience is last. As the creators, we are first. So like creating something that's like really exciting for us and like enriching for us, and then the audience comes after. But like, so like with that, I'm curious in terms of like, is there something that you're just like, bro, like I think this would be fucking hilarious. I think this would be super fun. Like this idea, even if it's a little edgy, right? Because like the best arts is also polarizing, right? Like there's a lot of people who love it, and there's also equally as much people who hate it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that comes to mind? Like,
No, not really. I think when we start thinking of ideas and stuff, then we could kind of like encounter that right? But not off the top of my head. I don't have
Okay.
anything.
So here's some ideas, like off the top of my head. Like, it was just like brainstorm some shit.
Yeah.
Like a black man at a country concert.
Yeah.
The guy who talks about bitches all the time, but he gets no bitches. That's
See it
me.
Like that.
Like I just gotta show up as myself.
Here, I'm gonna. There's a guy who kind of reminds me of you in that way, or like who kind of has like those type of ideas, and I'll send it to you. It's just,
Okay.
yeah, he's pretty popular too.
Okay, awesome. You know, there's the person which is you, like the person who, no matter how serious the situation is, bro, you gotta make joke. Like you even like, so like, you can even play the contrast of like having like the silly, goofy guy in the most serious situation, but like they play way too fucking much. You remember in Rush Hour where Jackie Chan is like hanging from like this banister, and then Chris Tucker's like, "I'll be right back, man."
Oh, yeah.
And then Jackie's like, "No, wait, what?" He goes, "I'm just playing." Like, bro, come on, bro.
That's funny. Yeah. Like that. Like that type of character, and then we could just build like a whole bunch of videos around that.
Fuck
like,
yeah. Look, yeah.
Yeah, that, and the fun thing is, you know, just like these videos don't take a long time to like make, so you know, we can just do as many videos as we want, or ideas that we want, and then, you know, we'll see which one works, which one doesn't work. Like the whole thing about like TikTok and like Reels, I saw, it's just like you need a lot of volume. Of course, quality, right? Of course, like good videos, but like the volume, like the more volume, the better, because that's gives you more chances.
1000%, bro.
So. So even for YouTube, right? Like you want to make as many videos as possible. You want to because it helps the chances. For
Dude,
sure.
that's what it's about, right?
You never
Because
know.
I was at a comedy show, and there was a guy who was performing who has like 770,000 subscribers on not subscribers, followers on Instagram, and then his podcast has over 1 million followers on Instagram as well. And when he was doing stand up, it was his first time being on stage. But I was talking to like the DJ of this event the next week, and he was like, yeah, like I spoke to that guy, and he said that he had one video that went viral, but from there, like he like got more opportunities, and like he just like capitalized on it, and he's like, you just never know.
Yeah, right.
It's just like one video away from something happening. But I also think about, there's a great book I read called The Third Door by Alex Banayan. This kid was he was a USC student, and he was 19 years old, and his parents had fled from their country to give him a better life so he can become a doctor. But when he was at USC, like, he did not love what he was doing at all. And like one day he's like studying for like medicine, and he's walking in the library, and he sees this book by Bill Gates, and he picks it off the shelf, and he's looking at it, and he's like, man, how great would it be to be able to ask like Bill Gates for like advice and help? And like that idea like never escapes him, and like the next day he signs up for The Price is Right, and then like doesn't even know how to play the game The Price is Right, and he's like talking to people, and like he did all this research, like how do you get featured on there, fucking ends up getting chosen, and also ends up winning like the big fucking prize, bro, and like sells his like the boat for like 20K.
Damn.
And then he's like trying to he's trying to get to the point where he can interview Bill Gates, and on the way he meets a whole bunch of people, but he finds this mentor named Elliot Bisnow, who has run these crazy events where he had like Bill Clinton speak, and Russell Simmons, and like he's had Jeff Bezos speak, and Al Gore, and you know, Jalen Smith, and really successful entrepreneur. And Alex would often ask Elliot, he would say like, at what point do like I hit a tipping point where it's like it's just going to all kind of flow into like just all going to flow? And Elliot said, there is no tipping point. It's just a series of a bunch of actions, and then when you look back, you realize that you've caught a tremendous amount of momentum.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just those little things, those little milestones, those little steps that, like, I feel like for me, I used to get so caught up in like the results of things, and still do I think about the results. However, it's like the progress of like posting, the progress of this is like the best part.
Yeah.
Is like we're doing it right now.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
it's something that's like a milestone to be celebrated, because I remember months ago, like 6 months ago, I texted you like we should start filming, and you're like, yeah, soon.
And then look it, here we are.
Right, right. It just takes some time and realization. You know, you always just want to go back to what you want to do for fun. You know, just make the most fun out of your life, out of like, you know, what we're good at, and you know what we did in the past. That was fun.
1000%,
So it's
man.
kind of like relive those moments by and making new moments, like where we can like create a bunch of fun videos and share it with other people. So I think if we had like this short form back in the day, like in terms of like TikTok and stuff, like when we were growing up making videos, then it would have been fine for us because like we were young, you know, we could have
Bro.
like YouTube was
We were on their way.
Like, the barrier to entry for YouTube was like so hard back in the day, but now it's like the barrier is like all low because of like TikTok and the short form content, the reels, YouTube Shorts. So
I feel like
now we just got to bring the energy we had back in the day to now, and I think
What happened? Because like we were actually making progress with the young pups.
Yeah.
Did we just like all just get like responsibilities and stuff?
Yeah, I think just like school, and I think, you know, I think that's the problem with like focusing on like results. Because like, you know, when we're growing up, you want to expect like instant success.
Yeah.
So I think like even though we did it for a year, you know, we weren't seeing as much results as
did
we
it for a
could.
year?
Yeah, right.
Well, if
We
I
did
don't
it for a
remember.
while, yeah.
Yeah, damn.
But or like a year and a half or something. But like I think that's kind of what hindered us. So even for me too, like that's like you always want to see some type of result. But for me back in the day, I was too immature to see like, you know, consistency was key. But now it's kind of like, okay, yeah, if you're consistent in anything in life, like you'll be at least good at it. You know what I mean? Like if you put in hours of something that you're ass at. For example, like I'm picking up golf, right? And golf is like a whole new sport, you know. But if you put in like hours a day or like a few hours a day, just every day, then you'll be a decent golfer by the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
So like that's with anything too. So I think just just having that mindset shift of, okay, if I just put in like work, consistent work and like making videos, of course you're eventually gonna see results in that. So
1000%.
that's what I didn't understand growing up, because you know we all wanted instant success, but now it's like, okay, like I'm ready for like the slow grind, but also like the process in that.
Yeah, 100%, man.
And like this is I feel like when I look at this, I'm like, this is the reward.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we actually even just get to do this.
Yeah, just like hanging out, having fun, you know, just exercising that part of the brain that you know we never really get to do as much.
Dude.
Like that's just fun in itself. So. Yeah, like it doesn't really matter about I mean, like of course we want results.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Like,
That's what, you know, it's part of what we're doing
yeah,
it for, you know?
Yeah, but you know, as long as we continue to get better, like, you know, we'll be fine no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where do you think where we should go from here?
I think planning videos right now, or like, so planning. Well, let's go think about meeting days. So you're okay to meet like in the week, and then also weekends you go to LA, right? So you can probably come around here, stop by here before you go to LA.
So when it comes to like Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
the comedy shows are Monday through Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And that's with my connections that I have. And on Mondays, my restaurant's closed on Mondays, so like I'm gonna start hosting like a storytelling workshop masterclass for people on Mondays before I drive out to Hollywood. But then it looks like I get Tuesdays off as well, so like that's perfect. So I'll be in Hollywood then.
Okay.
As well. And I want to do Wednesdays too, but I've been getting scheduled Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Sometimes the weekend, like this Friday, I'm off.
Okay.
But it's like I wouldn't bank on like the weekends.
Okay. No, I'm good with either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, whatever works.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm glad you have that kind of freedom too,
yeah. I mean,
or enough of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think for now, just thinking about videos that we can start on, and then
Let's do that.
we're bringing out skits.
Look at this park, bro. This park is fucking immaculate, bro.
So yesterday, I was reading Arnold Schwarzenegger's book, Be Useful,
and he had mentioned that some of the most successful people in history got a lot of their ideas and inspiration while going for walks. So I'm like, hey, let's follow suit. Let's go for a walk. And look at these California palm trees. Wow, look at those palm trees, bro. We got some skaters. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It's 3:06 p.m. You got someone just lying down, getting some sun. This is such a
pretty lit, dude.
yeah. This park,
Chill, man.
this park is so beautiful, bro.
Have sex with you under that tree.
Well, you have sex with me in the open, huh? to show the world how you really feel about me.
Yeah. Holy shit.
But I do like to do it, yeah. You know, I like people watching me fuck. You know, because I used to go to, you know, I've been to many orgies in my life, and I always loved when people watched. So, I guess there's a time and place. It wouldn't make sense to do it at a park.
Yeah. No orgies take place, you know what I mean?
Wow.
She could just make out right now.
Mm.
This bench.
Oh, that's a good bench to make out on, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. In loving memory. All right, we gotta keep this person alive. Who is this person? J.W.M. Cervenka. Our greatest blessing. Wow. They were alive. Do the math. I don't know how fucking old that person was, but the person still lives on. Hopefully that person wasn't a piece of shit. And I hope they lived a good life. You ever think of that? Like, you ever been to a cemetery and you just like look at the graves and you're like, damn, I wonder what kind of life they led. Like, did they die with their dreams inside of them?
Yeah, probably.
That sucks so much, bro. I'm at so much peace right now. I'm so happy here.
This is kind of where the Huntington Library is at.
Yeah? Is that a good library or what?
What the fuck?
Is
You
that-
been to Huntington Library?
No, is it fucking iconic or what?
Yeah, it's iconic.
It's
like,
iconic?
I mean, it's not a library. It's basically just like a museum.
No
like
way.
An outdoor museum. So it's all just like land and like gardens and shit. Botanical gardens, Japanese gardens.
Really? You have to pay to get in?
Yeah.
Okay, how much
So
is
it's
it?
like $10.
$10.
But it's lit, dude.
Yeah?
It's like what San Marino's known for.
No way.
Yeah.
We should go. I'll pay for us to get in.
Next time.
Okay.
It's like people just go there to chill because it's so nice to have like memberships there and then they just chill.
No way.
Mostly old white guys, but you know,
Okay.
it's a nice place to be.
Wow.
It's so huge, man. It's like in the middle of Pasadena. There's
Really?
all this fucking land, yeah.
Well, I can't wait to check it out at one point. I remember when I was in London, I like ran to a park that kind of reminds me of this. It was like super green, but it was a lot gloomier that day. Oh, I can film vertical on this as well.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So we can get content on my camera here.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dude, your camera's lit, dude.
Yeah, so we don't have to like reformat and stuff. You know how you have to do that?
Oh yeah, for the phone videos.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How do you do that?
Watch, I'll show you. Where am I at? Oh shit. Alright, that's not it. So fucking beautiful. I love these rows of trees here. You know, it's crazy, man. Like, being from California, we're so used to like palm trees.
Yeah.
And when I brought my business partner out here, she was so amazed by them.
Really?
She's like, look at all of these palm trees.
Where's she from?
London.
Shit.
So they grow in like warmer climates. And she really helped me appreciate palm trees.
Holy shit. Is that a possum?
I didn't see it.
Wow. But yeah. I mean, just things to take for granted in California.
And I remember,
Holy shit.
look at those twin Teslas. I remember one time we were walking down the street and there was a big yellow school bus that passed by us, and she was so amazed she pulled out her phone and like started filming because she only seen those on TV. They don't have
That's
big
crazy,
yellow school
dude.
buses in London.
What the hell?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh my God, look at the school bus."
Is that how you were when you went to London though?
Oh yeah, dude.
You're like,
For sure. I was like, holy fucking shit about everything.
That's crazy, dude. Huh. How? Just going to a different country is just like a mind-blowing experience, dude.
The greatest education, man. I received the fucking education when I was out there. Like, I remember there was like this school, this university down the street from her that was like founded like in 1614 or something like that.
Holy shit.
And you're like, this school was here like 100 years before America was founded.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah. Can't even believe it.
It's crazy to think about.
And then like Oxford University was founded like in the like 1200 or something like that.
Dang, famous one?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's something that's like ridiculous how long it's been around. But I know it's like several hundred years older than America, or at least when America was founded.
That's crazy.
And this is so beautiful, man. It's so green. It's such a beautiful day today.
Yeah, the street's just really nice. But it is a beautiful day. So in Pasadena's so cool.
Do you see yourself living here long term?
I mean, I don't know about buying a house because it's so pricey out here. But I mean, just for now, enjoying it. But it is eventually a city you want to go to or live in long term. But I might want to go to Irvine too. Might be a little cheaper.
Really?
Well, like Pasadena, like the houses are so much, but it's affordable to live here because there's like a lot of like apartments or like, you know, the ADUs that we have or that we're living in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want more room, then you better go. It's better to go somewhere else
Okay.
for your money.
More room in terms of what do you
Like-
mean? Like
Like living space, yeah.
Okay.
Like a house.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you been to Kyle's place, huh?
Did I go to Kyle's place? No, I don't think so.
Oh, you know that Danny is moving into Kyle's old house,
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
right?
I loved Kyle's old house.
We mentored Kenneth there. Changed his life through that night.
Changed his life, man. We gave him so much fucking. We gave him the best Tony Robbins speech.
Dude. Because Nanny wouldn't take us home.
Oh yeah. I've told the story on my channel before, but I'm reminded of it right now. So 3 months ago, I hired one of my jiu-jitsu instructors for a one-on-one session because I was training for a competition. And during this jiu-jitsu training session, he said, because I'm still a white belt, I'll probably be like a blue belt sometime this year. Get my belt promotion. That'll be fun. But he said, as you go along your jiu-jitsu journey, like, there are gonna be moves that you're gonna really like, and you're gonna get really good at because you really enjoy them. Certain positions that you just feel really comfortable in. And he said, there are also moves that choose you. And I asked him, I said, what do you mean by that? Moves that choose you? And he showed me a couple of moves that he is just really naturally great at, that he never really like put too much intention and effort into getting great at. And that really stuck with me. Sometimes things choose you, and I wondered like, oh, I wonder what moves are gonna choose me. And the past like 90 days, I've been like having a like identity shift, because like I published the Real Nigga Bible, and like now I'm an like author. But like the thing is, like, I've always been an author. I'm just now is just like now I'm actually just published. You know, I've written 13 books, and only one of them is published. The rest are like my journals, you know. But I still count that like I wrote these books. These are books that are written, full books. And writing, I never thought about it, man. I never thought about like this would be my career, that I would double down on this, like being an author. Like, that's crazy for me to think. I never would have thought like this would like turn out to be what it is for me. And I think about what my coach said. Sometimes things choose you. And I feel that writing has chose me because I fucking enjoy it. And I'm also like really fucking good at it. And it's something that I've been doing for the last 9 years, and not even realizing, or 8.5 years, not even realizing like how much joy it brings me, not even realizing how I was getting better at it naturally through the practice of it. And I was getting better as well because I was also reading books. You know, you want to become a better writer, you also got to be a book reader. There's no way around it, right? And I was hanging out with a friend the other day, and they're a really artsy person, and they're working in a career that pays the bills, but they don't see themselves doing what they're doing for the rest of their life. And they're like, yeah, you know what, I gotta get into coding. So if I start coding, that way I can work from home, I can work remotely, then I can make money, and then I can do other things. And I was like, coding? Like, I don't see you doing coding. Like, that's like not you. And I told them that. I said, coding, I don't really see you in coding. And I don't think that they were really happy to hear that. But I was just being truthful, like, that isn't like your thing. But I think what happens is sometimes we get so caught up in like force, like, okay, like I gotta do this, the next step, and we think our way into our next steps in our journey instead of feel our way into the next steps of our journey. And oftentimes what we feel feels very counterintuitive to something that feels like it's beneficial for us, right? Because it often feels like a fucking step backwards. So I asked them, I said, if you had all the money in the world, but you still had to work from 9 to 5, like, what would you do? And they said, something probably like farming. I said, I can see that. See, that's what I can see. I go into your house, you got all these fucking plants everywhere. Farming, that makes sense. She's like, something maybe outdoors. Yeah, like, you are such an outdoors person. However, farming, all that kind of stuff, to make that decision to go into that, it's just like, but coding makes more money. To do that, it's like a step backwards. I'm gonna make less money. Like, you know, I'm getting older. I'm 30 now. Not me, speaking about them. And I'm like, dang, dude, like, I can see how you're getting in your own way. I have another friend who has, at one point in their life, they really enjoyed a particular activity that can turn into a career. And it was an alignment for them. However, over time, like, there's just so much friction around it, like causing so much stress, and they're like trying to force it, trying to make it happen. And it was so, like, it's been so difficult and challenging to let this go, because this is what they have told other people that they're gonna do and what they want. And it can be tough to, like, answer those difficult questions from people in terms of, like, oh, what happened to thing? I thought you were going down this road. And sometimes it's like, it feels safer for us to cling to something certain because it feels safe. And the feeling of, like, uncertainty, like, unhinges us, and there's so much, like, fear attached to that, and it's very terrifying. It's very challenging to do that. And I think that's what separates, that's like the great divider for people, which is like, there are people who feel that fear and feel that same uncertainty, and they just say, fuck it, I'm going to go for it anyway, because I have no other choice but to go for it. Not saying they don't have a choice, but it's like, what's the alternative? There comes to a point where someone experiences so much fucking pain in their life where they're like, fuck this, there's no other way for me to go but the way that I want to go. And it sucks to see these people cause stress in their own life because they feel like it has to be a certain way, it has to look a certain way, and they're afraid to let go of, like, hey, you are going to be up in the air for a little bit. It could be a month, it could be a couple weeks, could be a couple days, could be a year or two before you ever catch your fucking bearings, bro. Like, I fucking left a once in a lifetime opportunity because it didn't feel fucking right for me. It could have been so lucrative for me. I could have made a lot more money, had a lot more connections, and I'm sure there's plenty of people who look at that decision that I made and are like, dude, that was such a dumb decision. But they don't know what it felt like for me to be in that position. I'm like, no, like, this doesn't fucking suit me. Fuck this. And did I have another thing to fucking leap to afterwards? No. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. What the fuck was gonna be better than that? I don't know. But I just knew that I needed to leave that. I just knew it. And I dealt with the fucking uncertainty for 11 months at the very least. And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll start writing a book, maybe. Like, okay, that seems about right. And turns out during that time, I found out what the fuck it is that I fucking love, which is writing. But it takes time to get to that point to like realize like, wait a second, I've been doing this whole time. It's kind of like when your mom asks you to go find the fucking pepper and you're like, we don't have any pepper. Like, it's in the cabinet. And you're like, fucking, you go and you look, there's no fucking pepper. And then your mom gets up and goes look in the cabinet and the fucking pepper was right in front of you. And you go, oh, wow, like I didn't even realize it was right there. But it was there the whole time. I want to encourage people to listen to that fucking voice that's inside of them, or to look at what are the things that they're naturally great at that have like chosen them, and to actually give themselves permission to go for it. Have the fucking courage. You may not know steps 1 through 10 how you're gonna make this happen, but I think what we do is we discount. I don't know, dude. There's so many like fucking mental blocks that we place upon ourselves. We feel like we're supposed to value financial gain over everything and security, but we're not taught about why uncertainty leads to growth, and growth leads to fucking self-esteem, and self-esteem leads to bolder action and a happier life and more comfort in your skin, and how powerful for you to be to where external things you don't feel like they determine your worth. For you to be mentally strong enough to be like, it doesn't matter what my fucking external looks like. Like, I'm fucking happy with how my life is, no matter if I'm doing well by external success metrics or not. What a way to live. But we're not taught this stuff. We don't know about this stuff. I'm fortunate enough that I've gained such a powerful education from the actions that I've taken and the risks that I've taken and the experience that I have over the last 9 years being in personal development, being around a bunch of successful entrepreneurs, traveling the world, meeting just the most fucking incredible people. For me to like actually come out with this like completely different perspective of what it means to live a good life. And for me, what it means to live a good life is not necessarily attaching our worth to results or attaching happiness to results. That's a better way to say it. But attaching happiness to the actions that you're taking. We feel like we're supposed to live a life a certain way, doing something we don't want to do, so that it's a reward for us to do what we want to do. We don't have to live that way. But we choose it. We choose to live that way. But at the same time, look, man, I only know my own situation, and I want to be completely honest, bro. Like, I'm very fortunate, dude. I'm 28 years old, and my parents are like, they allow me to like still live at home rent free, and like I'm still able to eat like free meals at home. I don't have to like put in money for rent or contribute towards food or anything like that. So, like, I understand that some people do not have that same fucking situation. They don't. They have to fucking work. And they have rent to pay. They have kids to take care of. You know, you gotta fucking end up doing something that you don't want to do. And I understand, like, the fortune that's in my situation. But let's talk about that, right? You hear what I just said? The fortune that's in my situation. I'm living at home with my parents. Rent free, 28 years old. And I consider that fortunate. Whereas I remember I met this one girl who was like, I'm 23. I'm still living at home with my dad. Oh my God. Like, it's so embarrassing. And And I'm thinking, like, what's like embarrassing about that? Like, you expect to have your own place, I guess. That's fine. But I feel like life is what you make it and where you put your motherfucking perspective, man. Because life is fucking beautiful. And even though my external world doesn't look a certain way in terms of what other people might deem as like worthy of saying it's a good life, you don't fucking understand how fucking fulfilled I am inside, bro. It's because I fucking made the decision to fucking get out of my own way, bro. To listen to myself. And to pay attention to the things that I do naturally that chose me. So I encourage you to see if that belongs anywhere in your life, if that fits anywhere for you. Are the things that you're just naturally great at that you might be discounting, that you don't even realize, like, hey, you can actually do something with this? Or can you let go a little bit more, right? Maybe life is trying to take you in a certain direction, but we get so stubborn and we cause so much friction and say, no, we're not going down that way because my mom says this is bad, or it has to look this way, or whatever it is. We get in our own fucking ways. It sucks seeing that. Like, I can see it like crystal clear with people where it's like, you could be so much happier, bro. Yes, it would technically be a step back. It looks like a step back. But there's so much reward to living life how you want to live it. Oh my gosh, dude. This fucking police officer giving someone CPR on the side of the freeway, bro. That was intense. I just saw a fucking body laid out. That person woke up today and didn't know they would be on the side of the freeway receiving CPR from a fireman. What if this is the last day that person lives? Was that person caught up in the fucking mundane? Did that person have dreams that they pushed to the side because they came up with all these logical reasons why they can't do it right now? Were they, riddled with fear and let that fear consume them? Because our days are coming, bro. My day is coming, your day is coming. We're all gonna fucking die. And since we're all gonna fucking die, you might as well go for what you want. Because the end result's the same. You're gonna die either way. So you might as well die having lived in the way that you wanted to. To me, like, that shit's so obvious. And when I say that statement, I hope that it's not interpreted in terms of I see myself as like superior because I think this way. It's just, I feel like there are certain things that I have, like little mental frames that like contribute to my life in such a positive way that I want to give people that same mental frame that can help them see the world a lot more beautifully, see their life a lot more beautifully. We get so caught up in bullshit that doesn't matter, and we forget about the fucking miracle it is for us to be here and how finite our time is. And
And then you just realize like a lot of this shit that we fucking think is important isn't actually important at all. What's important is how the fuck do we spend our time? At the end of our life, we're gonna be like, dude, was I happy with the way I fucking spent that time? Or was I too preoccupied with the opinions of others? Was I too preoccupied with how my fucking life looks like to people who don't give a fuck about me anyway? Like, I'm beefing with like my whole family right now, bro. I'm not talking to my parents. I'm not talking to either of my sisters. I have some conversation with my older brother. You know, I'm on good terms with my older brother right now. But that's like, bro, I choose to live how I am. I'm deciding to prioritize my own happiness. I can't make other people happy. And I had to come to terms that I'm never going to be who they want me to be. I'm never going to be that. Never. And I had to fucking look after myself. Because I prioritize my fucking happiness. I want my time. I look at time in terms of just like units of my life, and I want to have the units of my life be as fucking enriching as I can possibly make them with fucking positive emotions. And of course I'm human. There are times where I have fucking negative emotions that I experience, you know, through challenge. And it can be difficult to remember in the moment, like how good the fucking challenge is and why it's so beneficial. But in hindsight, I'm always grateful for that, dude. Always fucking grateful. So knowing that I'm gonna look back on the challenge with gratitude, I can actually take the time to be grateful for the challenge in the moment. Because life is unraveling in a way that is more powerfully than I can fucking possibly imagine. I was plagued with the question for a long time, who am I? And then I finally came up with an answer that I really feel really good about. Who am I? I am bigger than I can ever possibly imagine. I am way more than I can ever fucking conceive. But like, that's so true. It's so fucking true. That's who I am. I am bigger than I can ever fucking imagine. And dude, like, I can see how big I am as a person. My spirit is big. I'm a motherfucking giant, dog. And I'm gonna do things in my lifetime that are just gonna be way, way, way beyond anything I could ever possibly conceive. How beautiful is that, huh? Anyway, that's just some thoughts I have, and I'm gonna continue to enjoy my drive.